Welcome! Today we're going to explore the beautiful practice of disciplining children for parenting, but in Buddhism it's approached with mindfulness, compassion and wisdom. Instead of punishment or harsh corrections, Buddhist principles emphasize guiding children in ways that nurture their moral and emotional development. In this video, we'll explore 5 gentle yet effective ways to discipline kids using Buddhist teachings, helping them grow with kindness and respect for themselves and others. Let's get started. Mindfulness, or sati, is one of the most profound and transformative practices in Buddhism, forming the very foundation upon which the entire path of spiritual development is built. To practice mindfulness is to cultivate an awareness that is deeply rooted in the present moment, an awareness that is non-judgmental, open, and free from distractions. At its core, mindfulness is about bringing our attention to what is happening right here and now, whether that is a sensation in the body, a thought in the mind, or an external event, without being pulled into habitual reactions or narratives. This simple yet profound act of being present has the potential to transform not only our inner experience, but our entire way of interacting with the world around us. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to see how mindfulness can be a powerful antidote to the busyness and distractions that often dominate our lives. We live in a time when information is constantly being thrown at us, when our attention is pulled in countless directions, and when the pace of life can feel overwhelming. In the midst of this chaos, it's easy to lose touch with the present moment, to become caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, and to feel disconnected from our own lives. Mindfulness offers a way to come back to the present, to ground ourselves in the here and now, and to experience life as it unfolds, moment by moment. At its heart, mindfulness is a practice of coming home to ourselves. It is about becoming fully present with whatever is happening, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant, exciting or mundane. This doesn't mean that we try to force ourselves to be present or to make ourselves enjoy every moment. Rather, it means that we allow ourselves to be fully awake and aware, just as we are, without trying to change or fix anything. This attitude of openness and acceptance is a key aspect of mindfulness, and it is what makes the practice so transformative. When we practice mindfulness, we begin to notice the constant flow of thoughts, emotions, and sensations that make up our experience. Often, we live our lives on autopilot, going through the motions without really paying attention to what's happening. We may be physically present, but our minds are elsewhere, lost in thought, worrying about the future, or replaying events from the past. Mindfulness helps us to step out of this autopilot mode and to become fully present with what is happening in the moment. It's a way of waking up to our lives and experiencing them more fully. One of the most common ways to practice mindfulness is through mindful breathing. The breath is always with us, and it provides a natural anchor for our attention. When we bring our awareness to the breath, we create a point of focus that helps to ground us in the present moment. By paying attention to the sensations of the breath as it enters and leaves the body, we begin to develop a deeper awareness of our own inner experience. The breath is a powerful tool for mindfulness because it is always happening in the present moment, and it is constantly changing. This makes it an ideal object of meditation, as it helps us to stay connected to the flow of experience without becoming attached to any particular thought or sensation. As we practice mindful breathing, we may notice that the mind often wanders. This is completely natural and is not a sign of failure. In fact, noticing when the mind has wandered is a key part of the practice. Each time we notice that our attention has drifted away from the breath and become caught up in thoughts or distractions, we gently bring it back to the present moment. This process of noticing and returning is the essence of mindfulness. It's not about achieving a state of perfect concentration or preventing the mind from wandering. Rather, it's about becoming aware of when the mind has wandered and gently guiding it back to the present. Over time, as we continue to practice mindfulness, we begin to develop a greater sense of clarity and awareness. We start to notice patterns in our thoughts and emotions, and we become more attuned to the subtle shifts in our inner experience. This heightened awareness allows us to see things more clearly and to respond to situations with greater wisdom and compassion. For example, we may notice that certain thoughts or emotions tend to trigger habitual reactions, such as anger, frustration, or anxiety. By becoming aware of these patterns, we can begin to interrupt the automatic cycle of reactivity and choose a more skillful response. Mindfulness also helps to cultivate a sense of spaciousness in the mind. Often, when we are caught up in thoughts or emotions, it can feel as though they are all-consuming, as though there is no room for anything else. But through mindfulness, we learn to observe thoughts and emotions as they arise, without getting lost in them. We create a sense of distance or perspective, allowing us to see thoughts and emotions for what they are, fleeting mental events that come and go rather than fixed aspects of our identity. This spaciousness allows us to hold our experiences more lightly, without becoming overwhelmed by them. Another important aspect of mindfulness is the cultivation of non-judgmental awareness. In our everyday lives, we are constantly evaluating our experiences, labeling them as good or bad, pleasant or unpleasant. This habitual tendency to judge creates tension and dissatisfaction, as we are always striving for more of the pleasant experiences and trying to avoid the unpleasant ones. Mindfulness invites us to take a different approach. Rather than judging our experiences, we simply observe them with curiosity and openness. We allow ourselves to fully experience whatever is happening, without needing to change it or make it different. This non-judgmental attitude is often referred to as equanimity. Equanimity is the ability to remain balanced and even-minded in the face of both pleasant and unpleasant experiences. It's the understanding that all experiences are temporary, that they arise and pass away, and that we don't need to cling to the pleasant ones or push away the unpleasant ones. Equanimity is not about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent to life's joys and challenges. Rather, it's about developing a sense of inner stability and peace, so that we can navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. One of the most profound insights that arises from the practice of mindfulness is the recognition of impermanence. In Buddhism, impermanence is one of the fundamental truths of existence. Everything in life is constantly changing. Our thoughts, our emotions, our bodies, and the world around us. Nothing is fixed or permanent. When we live without mindfulness, we often resist this truth, clinging to what we want to last and pushing away what we want to avoid. This resistance creates suffering, as we are constantly trying to hold on to things that are inherently impermanent. Through mindfulness, we begin to see the truth of impermanence in our own experience. We notice how thoughts and emotions arise and pass away, how sensations in the body are constantly shifting, and how external circumstances are always changing. This recognition allows us to let go of our attachment to permanence and to embrace the flow of life with greater ease. It frees us from the need to control or fix everything. And it allows us to experience life as it is, in all its impermanence and unpredictability. Mindfulness also helps us to develop a deeper understanding of suffering. In Buddhism, suffering is seen as an inevitable part of life, but it is also something that can be transformed through wisdom and compassion. Mindfulness allows us to see the ways in which we create suffering for ourselves through our attachments, our aversions, and our habitual patterns of thought and behavior. By bringing awareness to these patterns, we can begin to disentangle ourselves from them and find a path to greater peace and freedom. For example, we may notice that when we cling to a particular outcome or expectation, we create anxiety and frustration for ourselves. Or we may see that when we try to avoid or suppress difficult emotions, we only make them stronger. Through mindfulness, we learn to meet suffering with compassion and understanding, rather than resistance or avoidance. We learn to hold our suffering with kindness, knowing that it is part of the human experience and that it, too, is impermanent. Another important aspect of mindfulness is its ability to cultivate compassion. When we are fully present with ourselves, we begin to see how much of our suffering arises from our own minds. We see how we get caught up in negative thought patterns, how we judge ourselves harshly, and how we create unnecessary tension and stress. This insight naturally gives rise to compassion for ourselves and for others. We realize that just as we struggle with our own minds, so do others. This understanding allows us to be more patient, more understanding, and more kind, both to ourselves and to those around us. Mindfulness is not just something we practice on a meditation cushion. It is something that can be integrated into every aspect of our lives. Whether we are washing the dishes, walking to work, or having a conversation with a friend, we can bring mindfulness to the present moment. By doing so, we create a deeper sense of connection and presence in our daily activities. We begin to experience life more fully, with all of its richness and complexity. Through mindfulness, we also develop a greater sense of gratitude. As we become more present with our experiences, we begin to notice the small moments of beauty and joy that we might otherwise overlook. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of birds singing, or the taste of a delicious meal, mindfulness allows us to savor these moments and to appreciate the simple pleasures of life. This sense of gratitude enriches our lives and helps to counterbalance the challenges and difficulties we face. Ultimately, mindfulness is a practice of waking up. It is about becoming fully alive to the present moment and experiencing life with greater clarity, compassion, and wisdom. Through the cultivation of mindfulness, we begin to see the world and ourselves more clearly. We learn to navigate life's challenges with greater ease, and we open ourselves to the possibility of true inner peace and freedom. Loving kindness, or metta in Pali, is one of the central teachings in Buddhism and plays a vital role in cultivating a compassionate and open heart. This practice is not just an emotional state, but a deeply intentional effort to develop an attitude of unconditional goodwill toward all beings, including ourselves. Metta is a boundless, selfless love that wishes happiness, peace, and well-being for everyone, regardless of whether they are a friend, a stranger, or someone who has caused harm. It goes beyond the surface level of feelings and becomes a profound way of approaching life, encouraging us to respond to the world with gentleness and compassion rather than anger, resentment, or indifference. The journey of practicing loving kindness begins with oneself. In many Buddhist teachings, the first step in cultivating metta is to offer it inwardly, recognizing that we cannot truly extend love to others if we do not have love and compassion for ourselves. For many people, this can be one of the most challenging parts of the practice, as we often carry self-criticism, guilt, or feelings of inadequacy. Yet, it is crucial to develop a sense of loving kindness toward ourselves because it sets the foundation for how we relate to others. It is said that when we truly understand our own suffering, we become more capable of extending empathy and kindness to others. Practicing loving kindness towards oneself often involves repeating simple, heartfelt phrases such as, "May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be peaceful, may I be free from suffering." These phrases are not magical incantations, but rather a way of gently planting seeds of love and compassion in our hearts. By repeating these phrases, we begin to soften the harsh inner dialogue that so many of us carry. Over time, this self-directed kindness helps to heal the wounds of self-judgment and opens us to the possibility of experiencing true peace and acceptance within. Once we have established a foundation of loving kindness toward ourselves, the practice naturally extends to others. We begin by directing metta toward those we love, our friends, family, and close companions. This is often easier because we already feel affection for these individuals. However, the practice of metta encourages us to deepen this love by making it unconditional. Rather than loving someone because they make us happy or fulfill certain needs, we cultivate a love that wishes for their well-being, regardless of how they behave or what they provide for us. This kind of love is free from attachment and expectations. It is a pure, altruistic wish for the happiness of others. The next stage in the practice of loving kindness is to extend it to neutral individuals. People we may encounter in daily life, but with whom we have no particular emotional connection. This could be a colleague, a neighbor, or even a stranger we pass on the street. By practicing loving kindness toward neutral people, we begin to break down the barriers that separate us from others. We recognize that, just like us, these individuals have their own joys and sorrows, their own struggles and aspirations. The practice of metta helps us to see beyond the superficial differences between ourselves and others, and to connect with the shared humanity that binds us all. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of the practice of loving kindness is extending it to those with whom we have conflicts or negative feelings. Offering metta to someone who has hurt us or whom we dislike can feel counterintuitive or even impossible at times. Yet this is where the true power of the practice lies. By cultivating loving kindness for difficult people, we are not excusing their harmful actions or allowing ourselves to be mistreated. Instead, we are recognizing that at the core, even those who cause harm are acting out of their own suffering, confusion, or fear. By wishing for their well-being, we are freeing ourselves from the burden of hatred and resentment, which only serve to perpetuate our own suffering. This stage of the practice often requires great patience and persistence. It may begin with small, tentative steps, perhaps simply wishing that the person in question finds peace or that their suffering is alleviated. Over time, as we continue to practice, the heart begins to soften, and we may find that our feelings of anger or bitterness start to diminish. The practice of loving kindness toward difficult people helps to dismantle the walls of separation and enmity that we often build around ourselves. It allows us to see that, at the deepest level, all beings share the same desire for happiness and freedom from suffering. Loving kindness is not limited to individuals. In its most expansive form, metta is directed toward all beings, without exception. This includes not only humans, but also animals, plants, and even the natural environment. The Buddha taught that all beings, regardless of their form or status, are deserving of love and compassion. By extending loving kindness to all beings, we cultivate a sense of interconnectedness and responsibility for the well-being of the entire world. This universal love transcends the boundaries of race, nationality, religion, and species, recognizing that all life is interconnected and that the happiness and suffering of one being inevitably affect the whole. Through the practice of loving kindness, we begin to experience a deep sense of joy and fulfillment. This joy is not dependent on external circumstances, but arises naturally from the act of giving love. When we wish for the happiness of others, we experience a kind of inner freedom, a release from the narrow confines of self-centeredness and the opening of the heart to the boundless possibilities of love. This joy, known as mudita in Buddhism, is a natural companion to loving kindness. It is the ability to take delight in the happiness and well-being of others, rather than feeling jealousy or envy. Mudita allows us to celebrate the successes and joys of others as if they were our own, further deepening our sense of connection and compassion. Loving kindness is not just a practice for times of meditation or formal reflection. It is a way of life, a way of relating to the world with an open heart. As we continue to cultivate metta, we find that it begins to infuse our everyday interactions with greater kindness and understanding. We become more patient with others, more willing to listen, and more compassionate in our responses. In moments of conflict or tension, the practice of loving kindness helps us to pause, take a breath, and respond with empathy rather than reactivity. Over time, this practice can transform not only our relationships with others, but also our relationship with ourselves. The benefits of loving kindness are not limited to emotional well-being. Numerous studies have shown that the practice of metta can have profound effects on physical health as well. Regularly practicing loving kindness meditation has been shown to reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and increase feelings of overall well-being. This is not surprising, as the practice helps to reduce the negative effects of anger, resentment, and fear, emotions that can take a toll on both the mind and the body. The practice of loving kindness is a lifelong journey. It is not something that can be perfected overnight, nor is it something that we ever finish. Instead, it is an ongoing process of opening the heart, expanding our capacity for love, and deepening our connection to all beings. Each time we practice metta, we are planting seeds of compassion that will continue to grow and blossom over time. By nurturing these seeds, we create the conditions for a life that is more peaceful, more joyful, and more aligned with the fundamental principles of kindness, compassion, and interconnectedness that lie at the heart of the Buddhist path. Generosity, or dana in the Pali language, is one of the most fundamental virtues in Buddhism, representing an essential aspect of ethical and spiritual practice. The practice of generosity extends far beyond the mere act of giving material possessions. It encompasses an attitude of openness, kindness, and selflessness that pervades every aspect of life. In Buddhism, generosity is not viewed merely as a way to help others, though that is certainly part of its importance. It is also a practice that transforms the giver by loosening the grip of attachment and self-centeredness, helping to cultivate a heart that is free from greed and clinging. When we think of generosity, we often think of giving things, money, food, clothes, or other material items. And indeed, this form of generosity is important, especially when it is done with the right intention. In many Buddhist cultures, dana is seen as one of the highest forms of practice, with lay people often supporting monks and nuns through the act of offering material goods. However, material generosity is just one way to practice dana. The Buddha emphasized that the intention behind giving is far more important than the size or value of the gift itself. When we give with a pure heart, with no expectation of receiving anything in return, we practice true generosity. In fact, even the smallest gift, when given with the right intention, can have a profound effect. Generosity, in the deepest sense, is about cultivating a mind that is free from the attachment to possessions, status, or praise. It is about recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and understanding that when we give, we are not truly losing anything. Instead, we are participating in a natural flow of resources and energy, contributing to the well-being of others while also freeing ourselves from the burden of clinging. The act of giving, when done selflessly, opens the heart and fosters a sense of abundance rather than scarcity. It helps us to see that we already have enough, and that true happiness does not come from acquiring more, but from sharing what we have with others. One of the most beautiful aspects of the practice of generosity is that it can be done by anyone, regardless of their financial situation. Dana is not limited to material giving. In fact, some of the most meaningful forms of generosity involve giving things that cannot be bought or sold. We can give our time, our attention, our energy, or our love. We can offer a listening ear to someone who is struggling, a smile to a stranger, or words of encouragement to someone who is feeling down. These non-material gifts are often even more valuable than material possessions because they come from the heart and directly contribute to the well-being of others. In the same way, the generosity of forgiveness is an often overlooked but deeply transformative form of giving. When we forgive someone who has wronged us, we are offering them the gift of release from resentment and ill will. At the same time, we are freeing ourselves from the emotional burden of holding on to anger or grudges. This act of forgiveness, when done with a genuine intention, is an act of generosity because it requires letting go of our desire for retribution or vindication. It involves giving up the need to be right or to make the other person feel guilty, and instead choosing to offer compassion and understanding. Generosity also extends to how we treat the natural world. The earth provides us with everything we need to survive: food, water, air, and shelter, without asking for anything in return. Yet, as human beings, we often take these resources for granted, consuming more than we need and causing harm to the environment in the process. The practice of dana invites us to reflect on our relationship with the earth and to consider how we can live more sustainably with an awareness of how our actions impact the planet and future generations. This might involve making more mindful choices about how we use resources, reducing waste, or supporting initiatives that protect the environment. By doing so, we are practicing generosity on a global scale, contributing to the well-being of all living beings. In addition to benefiting others, the practice of generosity brings great joy and fulfillment to the giver. This joy is not dependent on external rewards or recognition, but arises naturally from the act of giving itself. In Buddhism, it is often said that the giver benefits more than the recipient because the act of giving helps to loosen the grip of attachment and ego. The Buddha taught that there are three kinds of joy associated with giving: the joy of intention, the joy of the act itself, and the joy that comes after the gift has been given. The joy of intention comes from the happiness we feel when we decide to give, knowing that our actions will bring benefit to others. The joy of the act comes from the immediate satisfaction of giving, whether it's offering a meal, donating to a cause, or helping someone in need. Finally, the joy that comes after the gift has been given is the lasting sense of fulfillment and peace that arises from knowing we have acted with kindness and generosity. The practice of generosity also helps to cultivate other important qualities, such as gratitude, humility, and empathy. When we give, we are reminded of all the ways in which we have been supported by others, whether it's through the kindness of friends and family, the efforts of teachers and mentors, or the generosity of strangers. This awareness fosters a sense of gratitude for the interconnectedness of life and the many blessings we receive each day. Generosity also teaches us humility because it reminds us that we are not separate from others, but part of a larger web of relationships and interdependence. By practicing dana, we acknowledge that we are not self-sufficient and that our happiness is tied to the well-being of others. Empathy, too, is deepened through the practice of dana. When we give, we are tuning into the needs and suffering of others, and we are responding with kindness and care. This act of giving helps to dissolve the barriers that separate us from others, allowing us to feel a deeper sense of connection and understanding. Empathy is not just about feeling sorry for someone or imagining what it would be like to be in their shoes. It is about recognizing our shared humanity and responding to the needs of others with compassion. The Buddha emphasized that the practice of generosity should not be seen as a way to accumulate merit or gain favor with others. Instead, it is a practice that arises naturally from a heart that is open and free from attachment. When we give without expecting anything in return, we are practicing true dana. This kind of giving helps to purify the mind and cultivate the qualities of kindness, compassion, and selflessness. In Buddhism, ethical living, or sila, is closely related to the practice of generosity. While generosity opens the heart and loosens the grip of attachment, ethical living provides the foundation for a life that is in harmony with the world and with others. Sila refers to the moral conduct that governs our actions, speech, and thoughts. It is about living in a way that avoids harm and promotes the well-being of all beings. The Buddha taught that ethical living is not just about following a set of rules or commandments. Rather, it is about cultivating a sense of mindfulness and awareness in everything we do. Ethical conduct is guided by the principle of non-harming, or ahimsa, which means that we strive to act in ways that cause the least amount of suffering to ourselves and others. This principle applies not only to our actions, but also to our speech and our thoughts. It encourages us to be mindful of the impact that our words and actions have on others, and to act in ways that promote harmony, peace, and well-being. In Buddhist practice, the 5 precepts serve as guidelines for ethical living. These precepts are not commandments, but training rules designed to help us live in a way that aligns with the principles of non-harming and compassion. The first precept is to refrain from killing or harming any living being. This precept encourages us to develop a deep respect for all life and to avoid causing harm to others, whether through physical violence, cruelty, or neglect. It also extends to how we treat the environment and the animals with whom we share the planet. The second precept is to refrain from taking what is not freely given. This precept goes beyond the obvious act of stealing. It also includes any form of exploitation, dishonesty, or taking advantage of others. It encourages us to live with integrity and to respect the rights and autonomy of others. By practicing this precept, we cultivate a sense of contentment and gratitude for what we have, rather than constantly seeking to acquire more. The third precept is to refrain from sexual misconduct, which refers to any form of sexual behavior that causes harm to oneself or others. This precept emphasizes the importance of respect, consent, and care in our intimate relationships. It encourages us to approach our relationships with mindfulness and to act in ways that promote mutual trust, kindness, and understanding. The fourth precept is to refrain from false or harmful speech. The Buddha taught that our words have tremendous power to either uplift or harm others. By practicing right speech, we commit to speaking truthfully, kindly, and in ways that promote harmony and understanding. This precept encourages us to avoid gossip, slander, or any form of speech that causes division or harm. The fifth precept is to refrain from intoxicants that cloud the mind. This precept is based on the understanding that clarity of mind is essential for ethical living. When the mind is clouded by alcohol, drugs, or other intoxicants, our ability to act with mindfulness and compassion is impaired. By practicing this precept, we commit to maintaining a clear and focused mind, which supports our ability to make wise and ethical choices. Ethical living is not about rigidly following rules or judging ourselves or others for falling short. Instead, it is a practice of continually refining our actions, intentions, and attitudes. It is about cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom in everything we do and aligning our lives with the principles of non-harming and interconnectedness. Through the practice of ethical living, we create the conditions for a life that is in harmony with the world and with others, and we contribute to the well-being of all beings. Meditation is one of the most transformative practices in the Buddhist tradition, offering a profound path to self-awareness, mental clarity, and spiritual awakening. Though often associated with tranquility and stillness, meditation is much more than just an exercise in relaxation. It is a disciplined method for training the mind, cultivating inner peace, and ultimately gaining insight into the nature of reality. Meditation leads practitioners on a journey of self-discovery, where they learn not only to calm their minds, but also to observe their thoughts, emotions, and sensations with a sense of equanimity. Through this process, they come to understand the impermanent and interdependent nature of existence, which is central to the Buddhist path. The practice of meditation begins with the cultivation of mindfulness, or sati, which is the foundation upon which all other aspects of meditation are built. Mindfulness refers to the practice of bringing one's attention to the present moment without judgment or distraction. In our everyday lives, we are often caught up in thoughts about the past or worries about the future, making it difficult to experience life fully. Our minds are frequently scattered, jumping from one thought to the next, and we are rarely present with what is happening in the here and now. Meditation helps to counter this habitual distraction by training the mind to return to the present moment repeatedly. A common meditation practice used to develop mindfulness is focusing on the breath. The breath is a natural and ever-present anchor that allows us to ground our attention in the body and the current moment. When we meditate, we direct our awareness to the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out of the body. This could involve feeling the rise and fall of the chest, the coolness of the air as it enters the nostrils, or the subtle movements of the diaphragm. As we concentrate on the breath, we begin to notice how the mind tends to wander. Thoughts arise, sometimes pulling us into stories or emotions, and before we know it, our attention has drifted away from the breath. In mindfulness meditation, this is not a problem. Rather, it is an integral part of the practice. Each time we notice the mind has wandered, we gently bring it back to the breath. This act of noticing and returning is the essence of mindfulness training. As we deepen our practice of mindfulness, we begin to cultivate a more refined awareness of our internal landscape. We start to observe not only our thoughts, but also our emotions, bodily sensations, and even our reactions to external stimuli. This heightened awareness allows us to see the patterns and habits of the mind that often operate unconsciously. For example, we may notice how certain thoughts trigger feelings of anxiety or anger, or how we tend to react to discomfort with avoidance or resistance. By bringing these patterns into conscious awareness, we gain the ability to respond to them more skillfully, rather than reacting automatically. One of the key insights that arises from mindfulness meditation is the recognition of impermanence, or anicca. In Buddhism, impermanence is one of the fundamental characteristics of all conditioned phenomena, and it is something we can observe directly through meditation. As we sit and watch our breath, thoughts, and sensations, we begin to see that everything is constantly changing. The breath comes and goes, thoughts arise and dissolve, and sensations shift and transform from moment to moment. Nothing remains fixed or permanent. This insight into the ever-changing nature of experience helps to loosen our attachment to things as we come to realize that clinging to what is inherently impermanent is a source of suffering. This understanding of impermanence is not just theoretical, it has practical implications for how we relate to life. When we grasp the truth of impermanence, we begin to let go of our need to control or hold on to experiences. We stop clinging to pleasant sensations or resisting unpleasant ones, knowing that both will inevitably change. This leads to a greater sense of ease and freedom in our daily lives. We become less reactive and more accepting of life's ups and downs, recognizing that all experiences, both positive and negative, are fleeting. Another key aspect of meditation is the cultivation of concentration, or samadhi. Concentration refers to the ability to focus the mind on a single point of attention without being distracted. In the early stages of meditation, the mind is often restless and easily pulled in different directions by thoughts, emotions, and external stimuli. However, through regular practice, the mind becomes more stable and focused. As concentration deepens, we experience a sense of inner calm and stillness that allows us to remain present with whatever arises in the moment. This calm and focused mind creates the conditions for deeper insights to emerge. The development of concentration is essential for the practice of vipassana, or insight meditation, which is the primary method for gaining direct understanding of the nature of reality in Buddhist practice. In insight meditation, the practitioner uses the stability and clarity developed through concentration to investigate the nature of their experience more deeply. Vipassana involves observing the changing nature of thoughts, emotions, and sensations with the aim of seeing through the illusions of permanence and selfhood that cause suffering. Through Vipassana meditation, practitioners begin to realize the interconnectedness of all phenomena. They come to see that nothing exists independently or in isolation. Every thought, emotion, and sensation arises due to a complex web of causes and conditions. This insight into interdependence or dependent origination reveals that the notion of a separate, permanent self is an illusion. Rather than being fixed entities, we are dynamic processes that are constantly evolving in relation to everything around us. This understanding helps to dissolve the ego's attachment to the idea of a fixed self and opens the heart to a sense of unity with all beings. As we continue to practice meditation, we also cultivate equanimity, or upekkha. Equanimity is the ability to remain balanced and composed in the face of both pleasant and unpleasant experiences. It is a state of inner calm that is not swayed by the changing conditions of life. In meditation, we practice observing our thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them or reacting to them. This practice of non-reactivity helps to develop equanimity, allowing us to face life's challenges with greater resilience and grace. Equanimity does not mean indifference or detachment from life. Rather, it is an attitude of acceptance and openness that allows us to engage fully with the present moment without being overwhelmed by it. Equanimity helps us to hold both joy and sorrow with equal care, recognizing that both are part of the human experience and neither defines our true nature. It frees us from the constant push and pull of desire and aversion, enabling us to navigate life with greater ease and clarity. Another important aspect of meditation is the cultivation of compassion, or karuna. As we become more mindful of our own suffering, we naturally develop a sense of empathy for the suffering of others. We see that just as we experience pain, frustration, and disappointment, so do all beings. This recognition of shared suffering gives rise to compassion, the heartfelt wish for all beings to be free from suffering. In meditation, we practice generating compassion for ourselves and others, often through specific techniques such as loving-kindness meditation or metta. In loving-kindness meditation, we begin by offering wishes of happiness, peace, and well-being to ourselves. From there, we extend these wishes to others, starting with loved ones and gradually including neutral people, difficult people, and eventually all beings. This practice helps to open the heart and dissolve feelings of anger, resentment, or judgment. It encourages us to approach others with kindness and understanding, even in difficult situations. Over time, the practice of compassion becomes a natural part of how we relate to the world, transforming our relationships and our sense of connection to all beings. The practice of meditation also brings profound benefits to our physical and mental well-being. Numerous studies have shown that regular meditation can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve overall mental health. Meditation helps to calm the nervous system, promoting relaxation and reducing the harmful effects of chronic stress. It also increases emotional resilience, allowing us to manage difficult emotions more effectively and respond to challenges with greater clarity and composure. Perhaps one of the most significant benefits of meditation is the development of self-awareness. Through meditation, we become more attuned to our inner world, our thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations. This increased self-awareness allows us to better understand the motivations and patterns that drive our behavior. We begin to notice how certain thoughts lead to certain emotions and how these emotions influence our actions. This insight gives us greater control over our responses, helping us to act more mindfully and intentionally rather than reacting impulsively. As we deepen our meditation practice, we also develop a greater sense of gratitude and appreciation for life. Meditation helps us to slow down and savor the simple moments of life that we often overlook. Whether it's the feeling of the sun on our skin, the sound of birds singing, or the taste of a meal, meditation allows us to experience life more fully. This sense of presence and awareness brings a deep sense of contentment and joy, independent of external circumstances. Meditation is not just a practice confined to the cushion or the meditation hall. It is a way of life, a method for cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom in every aspect of our daily existence. Through meditation, we learn to see ourselves and the world more clearly, and we gain the tools to navigate life's challenges with greater equanimity and ease. Meditation offers a path to inner peace, freedom, and a deep connection to all beings, helping us to live with greater purpose, kindness, and understanding. I hope this exploration has inspired you to deepen your mindfulness and compassion in everyday life. Wishing you peace, clarity, and joy in your continued practice. Take care and stay tuned for another upcoming videos. Have you ever felt like something is blocking your path to success? Imagine if just one simple ritual could clear the way and invite prosperity right into your home. In today's video, I'm sharing a powerful Buddhist practice that uses everyday ingredients to unlock abundance and transform the energy in your space. Stick with me until the end and discover how to make this special ritual work for you, because a life filled with prosperity might be closer than you think. Imagine being able to unlock the flow of prosperity into your life with a simple, mindful action. Many people live with the constant thought that financial well-being is distant, almost like an exclusive privilege reserved for only a few. But Buddhist teachings remind us that abundance and prosperity are energies we can invite into our lives through small, intentional actions. By aligning our physical environment with our inner desires, we can change the energy around us and open ourselves up to new financial opportunities. Imagine that wealth is an energy waiting to flow into your life. It's there, abundant and ready to enter. All it requires is a space cleared of obstructions and a mind receptive to receive it. This idea is embodied in a beautiful, straightforward Buddhist ritual, cleaning your door with specially prepared water. While it might seem simple at first glance, it's far more than just cleaning. It's about creating an energetic invitation for prosperity. This special water, infused with intentional ingredients, acts as a tool for energetic cleansing. It doesn't just remove physical dust and dirt, it clears away invisible blockages, stagnant energies, and lingering negativity that may be stopping financial growth from entering your space. As you clean, you'll be engaging in a mindful practice that represents your willingness to let go of limitations and welcome a renewed flow of abundance. Think of this ritual as a way to not only clean your environment, but to also refresh your mindset and energy around wealth, success, and financial ease. Imagine approaching your door as the focal point where energies from outside meet the energies within your home. Your door is more than just a barrier between your private space and the world beyond. It's a symbolic gateway. It represents an opening, a potential path through which positive energies and opportunities flow in. When you engage in this cleansing ritual, you're essentially performing an act of alignment, balancing the energies in your home with the energies of abundance you wish to invite. Buddhist teachings emphasize that prosperity is not something external that we must chase. Instead, it's something we allow into our lives when we're aligned with it. This alignment requires a clear space, both mentally and physically. By energetically clearing your door, you are symbolically opening yourself to the infinite opportunities that are waiting to flow into your life. The process of energetically cleansing your door is straightforward yet transformative. As you prepare to clean it with the special water, pause for a moment and recognize the importance of the gesture. With each stroke, each movement of your hand, you are sending a message to the universe that you are ready to receive what it has to offer. This ritual, though simple, is a potent reminder that sometimes the smallest, most intentional acts can bring about profound change. In Buddhist teachings, physical actions often represent mental and spiritual intentions. By engaging in this practice, you're declaring to the universe and to yourself that you are ready to embrace abundance in all forms. Beyond the action itself, there's the emotional and mental shift that comes from performing this ritual. The act of cleansing your door in such a deliberate way has a ripple effect. It changes your mindset, making you more aware of the abundance around you and more receptive to new financial opportunities. As you wipe down your door, you can feel the shift in your surroundings and within yourself. This ritual is an opportunity to not only clear away the energetic clutter that blocks wealth, but also to remind yourself of your worthiness to receive it. Each movement is an affirmation, a statement of readiness, and an invitation to the universe to bring prosperity your way. In Buddhist philosophy, such mindful practices are reminders that our outer world reflects our inner state. Just as you clean your door to let go of any accumulated negativity or stagnation, you are also symbolically clearing away any limiting beliefs or fears about wealth and success within your mind. This small act can be a catalyst for a new way of thinking, a shift from seeing abundance as something external and elusive to understanding it as an energy you can attract, foster, and sustain. Buddhism teaches that true abundance begins within, and the energy we cultivate within ourselves has a direct impact on the energy that flows into our lives. Through the door cleansing ritual, you're aligning your inner intentions with your outer environment, preparing both to welcome prosperity. And this alignment, even though it starts as a physical action, becomes a mental state. By the time you finish, you'll likely feel lighter, more open, and more in tune with the possibilities that lie ahead. As we delve deeper into Buddhist teachings, we realize that prosperity and abundance are not simply about accumulating wealth. They're about cultivating an energy that invites positive growth and well-being in all aspects of life. This cleansing ritual is a powerful way to remind yourself of that. Each time you repeat it, you're reinforcing your connection with abundance. And this is only the beginning. In Buddhist teachings, energy is an ever-flowing force, a current that shapes our lives and influences the experiences we attract. This energy is not static, it's dynamic and responsive to our actions, thoughts, and emotions. Abundance, from a Buddhist perspective, is not just an abstract concept. It's a tangible energy we can draw into our lives. And one of the most significant ways we can influence this flow is through the spaces we inhabit, specifically the doorways we pass through every day. In Buddhism, the spaces we live in are not simply physical, they're also energetic, and the state of these spaces has a profound impact on the flow of abundance. The energy in our homes directly mirrors the energy in our minds. When our homes feel cluttered, stagnant, or blocked, it can create a sense of heaviness in our lives that extends to our finances, relationships, and even our personal growth. Similarly, a blocked door, whether energetically or physically, can symbolize the barriers that prevent new opportunities from entering our lives. Buddhist practices often focus on harmonizing the energy in our environment to bring clarity and flow into our minds, and this cleansing ritual is a prime example. By clearing the doorway, we are actively creating a space that allows positive energies to flow freely. Think about it. A door is not merely an entrance or an exit. It's a bridge between worlds. It connects the energies of the outside world with the personal sanctuary within. This connection point is delicate, sensitive to the energies it encounters. Over time, doors, both literally and energetically, accumulate remnants of the energies that pass through them. Stagnant energies can build up, creating an unseen barrier that affects the entire home's atmosphere. Often, when we feel financially or emotionally stuck, it may be a reflection of the blocked energies surrounding us. By consciously cleansing your door, you are symbolically clearing these barriers, opening the passageway for fresh opportunities. In Buddhist teachings, this practice of cleansing is not simply about wiping away dust or dirt. It's about renewing the energy that circulates through your home, aligning it with the flow of prosperity. This ritual recognizes that our surroundings are more than just physical. They are living spaces imbued with energy that interacts with our own. When we clean our doors with intention and purpose, we are renewing this energy, creating an open channel for abundance to flow in. This cleansing ritual goes beyond the surface. It's a powerful act of realignment. Each time you clean your door with special water, you're not only inviting fresh energy into your home, but you're also creating a ripple effect that can transform how you approach life's opportunities. As you engage in this ritual, think of it as a dialogue between you and the universe, a way to open up to the endless potential waiting to flow your way. When you approach this simple act with intention, you'll start to notice how the energy in your surroundings and in yourself begins to shift, becoming more receptive, open, and aligned with abundance. Through this mindful act of door cleansing, you're not only clearing your physical space, you're preparing yourself mentally and emotionally to receive the prosperity that is rightfully yours. And with each repetition of this ritual, you deepen your connection with the flow of abundance, bringing yourself closer to a life filled with growth, success, and the joyful satisfaction that comes from knowing you are ready and open to receive everything life has to offer. The heart of this ritual lies in the three powerful ingredients chosen to create the special water: salt, cinnamon, and a bay leaf. Each of these elements has deep symbolic meaning and unique energetic properties, grounding this practice in centuries-old spiritual wisdom. They aren't merely kitchen staples or herbs, they're powerful conduits that help connect our intentions with the universe's energy of abundance. Using these ingredients for an energetic cleanse is a purposeful act, one that is known in Buddhist and spiritual teachings for its ability to shift the surrounding energy and foster prosperity. Salt is the first and perhaps most widely recognized element in spiritual practices across various cultures. This humble mineral has been cherished for thousands of years for its purification abilities. From ancient temples to modern-day rituals, salt has been a staple for absorbing negative energy and creating protective barriers. When you add salt to water in this ritual, you're symbolically clearing out the past, those accumulated vibrations that linger and weigh down the atmosphere around you. Salt has the unique property of being able to absorb the stagnant energies that may block prosperity from entering your space. Just as salt preserves and purifies, it energetically cleanses, absorbing what no longer serves you and making room for what does. Imagine the salt in the water as an energetic sponge, soaking up all the limiting beliefs, negative influences, and unseen obstacles that may be preventing abundance from flowing into your life. As you mix the salt into the water, visualize this process as a symbolic release. You're not only cleansing the physical door, but you're also energetically inviting a fresh start, a new chapter where wealth and success can freely enter. Think about it this way: salt removes what has been clinging to your environment and your psyche, making space for new, positive energies. When you prepare the water with salt, you're asking the universe to support you in shedding past blocks and creating an inviting, open space for prosperity. The presence of salt in this ritual connects you to an ancient lineage of people who, throughout history, have used it to purify and protect, trusting in its ability to guard against negative energies. By embracing this tradition, you're connecting to a universal energy of cleansing and protection, preparing yourself to welcome abundance with a renewed sense of security and openness. The second ingredient, cinnamon, is much more than a spice with a pleasant aroma. Cinnamon holds a powerful place in the world of energy work and attraction. In many spiritual practices, cinnamon is renowned for its strong magnetic properties, especially when it comes to prosperity, wealth, and luck. Unlike salt, which absorbs negativity, cinnamon acts as a dynamic force that attracts positive energy. Adding cinnamon to your special water is like creating a magnet for prosperity, inviting wealth, success, and good fortune to find their way into your home. In this ritual, cinnamon doesn't just cleanse, it amplifies the intention of abundance, creating an environment that draws financial opportunities towards you. When you add cinnamon to the water, envision it as a spark, igniting the flow of wealth. Imagine the warm, uplifting aroma of cinnamon as a signal to the universe that you're ready to receive prosperity. Many people have reported that cinnamon rituals bring tangible results, like an unexpected financial opportunity, a successful business idea, or even a new job. Cinnamon is often seen as an energetic accelerator, heightening your intentions and speeding up the manifestation process. The spice's vibrant and invigorating energy creates a fertile ground for financial growth, as if you are sowing seeds of prosperity with every swirl in the water. In this sense, cinnamon is not just a spice, it's a tool to manifest wealth and an agent of transformation, reminding you that abundance is within reach and can flow into your life swiftly and powerfully. Lastly, there is the bay leaf, an ancient herb that has symbolized victory and success for centuries. In ancient Greece and Rome, bay laurel crowns adorned the heads of victorious leaders, symbolizing triumph and divine favor. The bay leaf brings an element of conquest and achievement to this ritual, representing the victorious energy that attracts success. When you add a bay leaf to your special water, you are not only connecting with its mystical properties, but also aligning yourself with a long-standing tradition of summoning strength, power, and financial success. In spiritual terms, the bay leaf is like a key that unlocks pathways, removing obstacles and drawing in blessings. By including it in this ritual, you're declaring that you are ready to overcome any barriers to prosperity, prepared to welcome victory and abundance in all areas of life. As you drop the bay leaf into the water, think of it as a declaration, a statement that you're ready to embrace success and wealth. The bay leaf's energy reinforces your own strength and determination, helping you face any challenges with confidence and an unwavering belief that prosperity is yours to claim. In many cultures, people believe that writing wishes on a bay leaf and burning it can bring good fortune, and similarly, placing it in the special water serves as an anchor for your intentions. Each time you use this water in the ritual, the bay leaf's energy works quietly but powerfully to clear the way for prosperity. Its presence in the water serves as a reminder that, just like those ancient leaders who wore bay crowns, you too can triumph over adversity and welcome a life of abundance. With these three ingredients combined, salt, cinnamon, and a bay leaf, you have a powerful mixture that is much more than the sum of its parts. This blend is filled with ancient wisdom and symbolic potency, each element working together to cleanse, attract, and open pathways. This is not just about making a simple mixture, it's about creating a ritualistic potion, one that transforms the energy around you and within you. Together, salt purifies, cinnamon attracts, and the bay leaf ensures victory, creating a harmonious blend that sets the stage for financial abundance. Once you have gathered these ingredients, the preparation process itself is a deeply intentional act. Start with a clean bowl or container filled with fresh water. This water should ideally be filtered or as pure as possible, as the purity of the water also influences the energetic outcome of the ritual. Water, after all, is a universal element that holds memory and transmits energy. It carries the intentions you infuse into it, amplifying the qualities of the ingredients you add. With each addition, salt, cinnamon, and bay leaf, take a moment to visualize the transformation you're inviting into your life. Picture the water as a living entity, now infused with your desire for prosperity and abundance. Begin by adding a generous pinch of salt to the water, allowing it to dissolve completely. As the salt merges with the water, visualize any negative energy or past blockages dissolving alongside it. Picture these limitations being absorbed, pulled away from your life and into the water, leaving a clear space for positive energy. As the salt dissolves, imagine it lifting away all that has been weighing you down, creating a pathway for new opportunities. This is an important moment, as the salt's cleansing properties are setting the foundation for the rest of the ritual. Next, sprinkle a pinch of cinnamon into the water. As you mix it in, feel the energy shift in the bowl, as if the water is becoming warmer, more vibrant, and more magnetic. Imagine the cinnamon acting like a beacon, radiating an inviting energy that calls forth prosperity. Envision the water's energy becoming lively and magnetic, ready to attract wealth and success. As you stir, focus on the power of cinnamon to draw in opportunities and good fortune, knowing that this energetic boost will help create a field of attraction around you. Lastly, gently place the bay leaf into the water. This is the crowning moment, as the bay leaf's energy completes the mixture. As it floats in the water, imagine the leaf's energy spreading throughout the water, symbolizing success, victory, and blessings that will come your way. The bay leaf's presence in the water is like a signature, a mark of your intention to welcome triumph in your financial life. Visualize the water now as a powerful elixir ready to infuse your space with all the energies you've poured into it. After you've mixed everything, allow the water to sit for a few minutes. This brief period allows the ingredients to fully integrate, transforming the water into a true potion of prosperity. Use this time to focus on the results you wish to manifest. Picture financial opportunities flowing toward you like a steady, unstoppable current. Visualize the joy and relief of having a balanced, abundant financial life, free from the stress and limitations of scarcity. This period of stillness is just as important as the act of preparation. It's a time for you to align with the energy of abundance, to believe wholeheartedly that you deserve this flow of prosperity. Once the water has fully absorbed these intentions and energies, it's ready to be used. This water is now a powerful tool, filled with the symbolic properties of salt, cinnamon, and bay leaf. It's more than a simple mixture. It's a tangible expression of your desire for wealth, a reflection of your intention to clear obstacles and welcome abundance. This water is ready to be your ally in transforming your financial landscape, a potent reminder of your readiness to invite prosperity into your life. When you hold this special water in your hands, recognize the power within it. This is more than just a bowl of water and a few ingredients. It's a ritual in itself, a practice that connects your intentions with the universal flow of prosperity. This mixture, prepared with mindfulness and respect, serves as a bridge between your current reality and the abundant future you envision. With this special water, you're prepared to move forward, clear away any remaining blocks, and open yourself to the prosperity you've set your heart on. As you approach the door with your prepared special water, remember that this act is more than cleaning. It's a sacred practice that combines intention, focus, and a clear purpose. Buddhist teachings often emphasize that it's not only the action, but the mindfulness behind it that matters. This door-cleaning ritual represents a unique opportunity to align your outer actions with your inner intentions, clearing a path for abundance and prosperity to enter freely. Choose a quiet time to perform the ritual when you won't be disturbed. This way, you can focus completely, channeling your energy into every movement. Imagine this practice as a conversation with the universe, one where you are signaling your openness to receive all the blessings it has to offer. As you dip a clean cloth into the special water, take a moment to center yourself. Breathe deeply and bring your awareness to the task at hand. Picture the door as a boundary between your inner space and the external world, a passageway that, when energetically balanced, can usher in opportunities for growth and wealth. Gently press the cloth to the surface of the door, beginning to wipe from top to bottom in smooth, intentional strokes. This motion is deliberate. As you clean, visualize any blockages being lifted, as if an unseen weight is dissolving with each movement of the cloth. Imagine all the old energies, doubts, and limitations slipping away with the strokes, leaving behind a clear, receptive space. With each stroke, reinforce your intentions for prosperity. Think about what abundance means to you, whether it's financial security, career success, or a sense of peace and fulfillment. Envision these desires coming to life, flowing effortlessly through this now cleansed doorway. In Buddhist practices, every physical act can be a reflection of a deeper spiritual intention. This cleaning process symbolizes the removal of any obstacles that stand between you and the life you aspire to create. You're not only cleaning the surface, you're purifying the energy field of your home, making it receptive to the blessings that are already on their way to you. While cleaning, maintain a positive mindset. Let your thoughts be filled with images of wealth, success, and joyful opportunities. Visualize the door as a welcoming threshold, ready to embrace all the good things that are waiting to flow in. Picture yourself living a life where abundance is not a struggle but a natural state, where prosperity enters as easily as a fresh breeze. This visualization amplifies the ritual's power, transforming it from a simple act of cleaning into a profound gesture of attraction. With each pass of the cloth, you're energetically setting the stage for prosperity, telling the universe that you are prepared and willing to welcome it. It's not uncommon for people to feel a sense of renewal or lightness during this process. As you focus on removing blockages, it's as if you're cleansing not just the door, but yourself as well. Buddhist teachings often remind us that physical actions reflect our inner worlds. By cleaning this door, you're also cleansing your mind and heart. Imagine any doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs about money being wiped away along with the dust and dirt. Feel yourself becoming lighter, as though you're shedding an invisible weight. This ritual is an opportunity to release old patterns of scarcity and embrace a mindset of abundance and openness. When you finish wiping down the door, pause for a moment and express gratitude. Thank the universe, the energies around you, and even yourself for being open to this practice. This act of gratitude is essential as it sets a tone of appreciation and positivity, aligning you with the frequency of abundance. Close your eyes and take a deep breath, visualizing your door as a portal of wealth, success, and endless opportunities. See it as a clear path through which all the blessings you desire can flow effortlessly. Feel a renewed sense of connection to your intentions and a profound belief that prosperity is not only possible, but inevitable. After completing this door cleansing ritual, consider the impact it has had on your space. The energy around you should feel clearer, lighter, and more vibrant. People often report that following such rituals, they experience an increase in clarity, motivation, and a sense of readiness to pursue new financial opportunities. It's as if by physically and energetically cleaning the door, you've opened a gateway to a brighter, more prosperous future. This ritual serves as a powerful reminder that you are not passively waiting for wealth. You're actively creating a welcoming environment for it to thrive. Now that you've performed the ritual, it's essential to keep the energy in your home at a high, receptive frequency. One of the most effective ways to do this is by incorporating plants that promote positive energies, purify the air, and act as natural attractors for abundance. Plants have long been associated with growth, vitality, and prosperity, making them a perfect addition to any space focused on welcoming wealth. Buddhist teachings often celebrate nature as a source of harmony, balance, and renewal. By bringing certain plants into your home, you're not only enhancing its physical beauty, but also its energetic vibration. Among the most popular plants for attracting prosperity is jasmine. This fragrant, delicate plant is believed to bring wealth and love into the home, as well as a sense of peace and well-being. Jasmine's aroma alone has a calming effect, promoting relaxation and reducing stress. When placed near entryways, jasmine acts as a welcoming force, encouraging positive energies to enter. Imagine the air around your door filled with jasmine's scent, creating an inviting space for financial blessings to flow in. Just as its fragrance fills the room, so too does it invite abundance and warmth into your life. Basil is another powerful plant that has been associated with prosperity and protection in various spiritual practices. Known for its vibrant green leaves and fresh scent, basil symbolizes new beginnings and growth. When you place basil in your home, you're signaling a readiness to embrace abundance and protect it. Basil's energy is both protective and nurturing, ensuring that your home remains a place where prosperity can thrive. Think of basil as a guardian that keeps negative energies at bay, allowing only positive, growth-oriented energies to enter. Its presence in your space encourages financial stability and a steady flow of good fortune. Golden pothos, sometimes called the money plant, is another excellent addition to a space focused on attracting wealth. Known for its resilience and easy care, golden pothos is often associated with prosperity because it purifies the air and promotes a healthy environment. The plant's vibrant leaves and trailing vines bring life and movement to any room, symbolizing the continuous flow of abundance. By placing golden pothos near your entryway or in areas where energy tends to stagnate, you can create an atmosphere of renewal and positive energy. This plant's mere presence acts as a reminder of the prosperity you wish to cultivate. Indoor plants not only improve the energy in your home, but also have a powerful effect on your mental and emotional well-being. Buddhism and other spiritual philosophies teach that our surroundings profoundly impact our inner state. By surrounding yourself with vibrant, thriving plants, you're setting a tone of growth, vitality, and abundance. These plants serve as a daily reminder of your commitment to prosperity, encouraging you to nurture your goals and dreams with the same care that you give to them. Aside from plants, another potent method to elevate the energy in your home is through the use of sound frequencies. Certain sound frequencies like 432 Hz and 528 Hz have been shown to promote balance and harmony, helping to cleanse the energy in a space. 432 Hz, often referred to as the universal frequency, is known for its soothing, harmonizing effects on both the mind and environment. It creates a sense of peace, reducing stress and allowing positive energies to flow more freely. Playing this frequency in the background as you go about your day can create a calm, inviting atmosphere, one that aligns perfectly with your intentions for abundance. Another powerful frequency, 528 Hz, is often called the miracle tone because of its association with transformation, healing, and the attraction of wealth. Known for its uplifting and energizing effects, 528 Hz is considered the frequency of life and love, making it ideal for creating a space where prosperity can thrive. By letting this frequency play softly in your home, you're inviting an atmosphere of abundance, allowing the vibrations to permeate every corner and create a magnetic field for positive energy. Imagine this frequency filling your space, infusing it with a high vibration that attracts wealth and success. Combining plants with these sound frequencies creates a balanced, elevated environment where prosperity feels welcome and at home. The plants serve as living reminders of growth and vitality, while the frequencies create a soothing, positive background that sustains the energy. Together, they establish a space that feels both vibrant and harmonious, a sanctuary where abundance can easily flow. This harmony between the natural beauty of plants and the transformative power of sound frequencies enhances the overall energy in your home, setting the stage for a steady flow of prosperity. In Buddhist teachings, maintaining a clean and organized space is also essential for attracting wealth and well-being. Clutter is thought to block the flow of energy, creating stagnation that can affect all areas of life, including finances. Regularly cleaning your home, opening windows to let in fresh air, and allowing natural light to fill each room can greatly enhance its energetic qualities. An organized space reflects an organized mind, one that is ready to receive abundance with clarity and purpose. By keeping your environment free of clutter, you're ensuring that the pathways for prosperity remain open and unblocked. The combination of these elements, plants, sound frequencies, cleanliness, and natural light, creates a home that radiates positivity and abundance. Each element works in harmony with the others, supporting your intentions and creating a space where prosperity is more than a possibility. It becomes a natural part of your environment. When your surroundings are vibrant, clear, and energetically aligned, you'll find it easier to attract financial opportunities and experience growth in all areas of life. By cultivating an environment filled with high vibrational energy, you're not only improving your physical surroundings, but also strengthening your mindset. Each time you see the plants thriving or hear the gentle sound frequencies playing in the background, you're reminded of your commitment to abundance. This commitment becomes part of your daily life, shaping your thoughts, emotions, and actions to align with prosperity. In this way, your home becomes a powerful tool for manifestation, a constant source of support as you pursue your financial goals and dreams. The practices of caring for plants, listening to healing frequencies, and maintaining a clean space work together to build an atmosphere where success and abundance are natural extensions of your environment. To enhance the attraction of wealth even further, there is a unique ritual that combines the magnetic energy of cinnamon with the symbolic power of a green candle. This ritual is rooted in the intention to focus your financial desires into a clear, actionable form. It doesn't just invite abundance, it amplifies your intentions, creating a strong signal that resonates with the universe's flow of prosperity. Cinnamon is known in many cultures as a potent tool for attracting wealth, while green, the color of growth, represents financial expansion and material success. Together, they form a dynamic combination that invites abundance with a powerful clarity and focus. To begin this ritual, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed and bring a piece of paper and a pen. Take a few deep breaths, centering your mind on your financial goals. This is your moment to be completely honest about what you want to manifest. Writing down your intentions is more than just making a list. It's an act of commitment. As you put pen to paper, articulate your desires in specific terms. Are you hoping for a new job opportunity, a salary increase, greater financial stability? Be as detailed as possible because clarity brings focus, and focus creates a stronger resonance with your desires. Once your financial goals are clearly written, sprinkle a small amount of cinnamon powder over the paper. Cinnamon, known for its magnetic properties, intensifies your intention to draw wealth into your life. Visualize the cinnamon as a powerful force, pulling financial opportunities toward you, creating a field of attraction that cannot be ignored. Think of the cinnamon as a bridge that connects your intentions with the energy of abundance. Picture your written desires being charged with a magnetic pull, one that draws wealth into your life effortlessly and steadily. Now, light the green candle. Green has long been associated with growth, renewal, and prosperity, making it an ideal color for manifesting financial success. As the candle's flame flickers, focus on its light as a symbol of your expanding financial potential. Imagine this flame as a beacon that radiates your intentions into the universe, sending out a clear message that you are ready to receive abundance. Visualize your finances growing like a flourishing tree, its roots deepening and its branches spreading out, symbolizing the growth and expansion you wish to see in your life. While the candle burns, immerse yourself in the emotions of having already achieved your financial goals. This emotional connection is crucial as it shifts your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Imagine the relief and joy of financial freedom, the peace that comes from knowing you have all you need. This feeling of abundance is what will make the ritual truly effective, as it aligns your emotions with your desires, creating a powerful field of attraction that resonates with the universe. This ritual, simple as it may seem, is a potent tool for bringing your financial goals to life. The combination of writing, cinnamon, and the green candle creates an energetic field that not only opens doors, but also actively draws prosperity toward you. By combining this ritual with the door cleansing, you're setting up a strong foundation for attracting wealth. The door cleansing clears the path, while the cinnamon and green candle ritual plants the seeds of your financial intentions. Together, they create a synergy that enhances your ability to manifest prosperity, both internally and externally. Once you've performed these rituals, it's essential to maintain an environment that supports the energy of abundance you've cultivated. Keeping a clean, organized space plays a huge role in this. Our homes are more than just places to live. They're energetic extensions of our inner worlds. According to Buddhist teachings and many spiritual philosophies, clutter disrupts the natural flow of energy, creating blockages that can manifest as financial stagnation, stress, or a general sense of feeling stuck. By maintaining a clean, organized space, you're ensuring that the energy around you stays vibrant, open, and receptive to abundance. Start by decluttering areas that tend to collect unnecessary items. Each object in your home holds energy, and when items are no longer useful or meaningful, they can weigh down the atmosphere, creating a sense of heaviness. As you clear away what no longer serves you, you're making room for new, positive energies. Think of this act as a symbolic release, letting go of the old to invite in the new. Open windows to allow fresh air to circulate and let natural light flood the space, both of which help to renew and lift the home's energy. These small actions have a profound effect on the overall vibrational quality of your environment. Beyond physical cleanliness, consider incorporating practices that elevate the home's energy, such as adding living plants or playing high-frequency sounds. Plants, as living entities, not only beautify a space, but also help to purify the air and add a layer of natural uplifting energy. Playing sound frequencies like 432 Hz or 528 Hz further harmonizes the environment, keeping the energy balanced and aligned with prosperity. Together, these practices create a space where abundance can thrive, not just as a passing state, but as an integral part of your life. After consistently performing these rituals and cultivating a supportive environment, many people notice an immediate shift, not only in their surroundings, but in their mindset and outlook on wealth. You may find yourself feeling lighter, more motivated, and more receptive to financial opportunities that come your way. This shift is both an internal and external transformation, one that aligns your actions, thoughts, and environment with the frequency of abundance. Buddhist teachings remind us that true prosperity starts from within, and these practices are tools to align your inner world with your outer reality, creating a harmonious flow of wealth and well-being. And this newfound clarity and openness pave the way for a transformed perspective on prosperity. Instead of viewing abundance as something distant or difficult to attain, you begin to see it as an energy that flows naturally into your life when you're prepared to receive it. Financial growth feels more accessible, less of a struggle, and more like a partnership between you and the universe. This mindset shift is powerful because it changes how you approach opportunities, enabling you to recognize and act on them with confidence and purpose. It's important to remember that these rituals are not magic spells that automatically solve all financial challenges. They're tools that help you align with the energy of abundance, creating an environment conducive to growth. Real transformation comes from combining these practices with practical actions, such as setting financial goals, budgeting, or pursuing career advancements. Buddhism teaches that prosperity comes to those who are willing to walk the path, to take action aligned with their intentions. The door cleansing ritual, the cinnamon and green candle practice, and maintaining a clean, vibrant space are all ways to keep your mindset focused on abundance, making it easier to see and seize opportunities when they arise. Consistency is key to sustaining the energy of prosperity. These rituals and practices should become part of your routine, not just a one-time event. Performing the door cleansing ritual periodically keeps the energy around you fresh and open, ensuring that any new blockages are promptly cleared. Similarly, incorporating the cinnamon and green candle ritual whenever you feel the need to reinforce your financial intentions strengthens your commitment to abundance. Together, these practices build a foundation that continually supports and nurtures your financial growth. Over time, you'll notice that these small actions have a cumulative effect. By maintaining a space that reflects your intentions for prosperity, you're creating a continuous cycle of attraction, where wealth and opportunities flow naturally into your life. This ongoing commitment to abundance transforms your environment, your mindset, and your relationship with money. Prosperity becomes less of a fleeting goal and more of a stable, sustainable state that you cultivate daily. These rituals and practices are more than just ways to attract money. They're about creating a holistic lifestyle that supports overall well-being, growth, and success. By aligning your home, mind, and actions with the frequency of abundance, you're building a life that's not only financially fulfilling, but also rich in purpose, joy, and peace. Buddhist teachings remind us that true prosperity includes a sense of harmony within and around us, where financial success is just one part of a larger, balanced life. The path to prosperity requires a continuous commitment to both your inner and outer environments. By regularly performing these rituals and maintaining a space that resonates with abundance, you create a lasting foundation for financial growth. These practices are a way of affirming your worthiness to receive prosperity, reminding yourself that you are an active participant in creating the life you desire. The door cleansing ritual, cinnamon and green candle practice, and a clean, organized home together form a powerful system that supports you in achieving your financial and personal goals. As you integrate these rituals into your life, remember that the real power lies in the alignment between your intentions and actions. The universe responds to clarity, consistency, and commitment. Each time you perform these rituals, you're strengthening your connection to the energy of abundance, reinforcing your belief that prosperity is a natural part of your life. This belief, when combined with focused action, becomes a driving force that shapes your reality, turning intentions into tangible results. Through these practices, you're not only opening the doors to prosperity, but also cultivating a mindset that recognizes and welcomes abundance in all its forms. You'll find that wealth and opportunities come more naturally when you're in harmony with the flow of life, fully embracing the energy of growth and expansion. This journey toward prosperity is ongoing, a beautiful blend of spiritual and practical efforts that bring about a lasting transformation. By committing to these rituals and maintaining an environment aligned with your financial goals, you're setting yourself on a path to a life filled with wealth, fulfillment, and boundless potential. Now that you've learned this powerful ritual, imagine the difference it could make in your life. By creating an environment that welcomes abundance, you're setting the stage for endless possibilities. Remember, true prosperity starts from within and reflects in the space around you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more practices that can enhance your journey. And in the comments, let me know which tip resonated with you most. Abundance is waiting for you. Are you ready to invite it in?